You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes in the form of a couple of short clips from my first ever live interview on the Sales Success Stories podcast at the Sales Success Summit with Bruno, who's the co-founder and CEO of QuotaPath. Check this out. And you've always been close to sales, and you're in the middle of continuing to grow the sales team. What is that? What have you found to be kind of the profile? What are you looking for that is like, this is somebody that I know is going to do well at QuotaPath?
Yeah, I mean, I think the things that I looked for at Trendkite or at Meltwater, a lot of those still absolutely remain that curiosity bucket that is just so important. And of course, we talk about teachability and flexibility and all of that stuff. What I've realized for QuotaPath, and this goes for all of our employees, not just sales, is that just really being genuinely interested in the person's business goes a really, really long way and shows, because you're asking questions with much more intent and much more understanding. And as we look and think about our hiring, we're really focused in on that key trait.
So I've got two questions left, and we cleared all of your questions, but don't be shy. You can still come up. I want to go back to something I wanted to touch on earlier. In just as the core of our community is individual contributors, how should we be thinking about comp in general? Well, what can we do?
What can we do? That's a question we ask ourselves a lot. I think we're getting more data driven as people. Just like it's tech. In tech, we're just like, as individuals, at the end of the day, I work for AJBruno.inc. You work for ScottIngram.inc. Like, we all work for ourselves. And so we're getting better at evaluating the data behind it and do these things actually make sense? Do they square? And we're getting better at being more forward and asking the tough questions of our managers, asking the tough questions of our leaders. And I think we need to do more of that. I unfortunately think at the beginning of this year, a lot of us didn't do that. And we're like, shit, I got to get out of Dodge. And a lot of change and turnover in different jobs. And now we're 7 months into that new job. We're like, damn, that's not working out as well as I thought. So that's what we need to do. We need to be able to ask tough questions and be okay if we feel like that everything seems rosy, there's a red flag. And so we need to go a layer deeper and do our diligence and ask people that are no longer working there and why did they leave and what were they thinking and about this or any part of it. That's what we can do.
For links to my full interview with AJ and to connect with him and QuotaPath, just click over to DailySales.Tips /1006, and we'll have all that for you there. Once you've done that, be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.